Hey everybody, this is David Grant. Listen, we're doing something new today. We're talking about note stacking, all right? Basically, what I call note stacking is taking any note for any chord that I'm working with, and I'm just building chords underneath that chromatically, okay? Without taking my finger off of that melody note, okay? Let's break it down. So we're starting with an F minor, right? Starting with an F minor. F, A flat, B flat in the left hand, C, E flat, A flat in the right hand. Going to an E major 7. We got an E, F sharp, G sharp, B in the left hand. Right hand we have a C sharp, D sharp, G sharp in the right hand. To an E flat major chord. Real simple. All right, basically E flat, B flat in the left hand. Right hand we have C, E flat, F, A flat. Now watch, here's where the chord really changes up. One of my favorite chords. So basically a D major 7 sharp 11th, okay? So you got D, F sharp, A in the left hand. Right hand you have B, C sharp, E, and G sharp in the right hand. To a dominant 7th chord. So you're going to see that the chords change. It's not just the same chord in order to pull this off. All right, so you have a D flat, F, and A flat in the left hand. Right hand you have a B, that's your dominant 7th. You have your 9th, which is your E flat. You have your 3rd, which is the F, and your 5th, which is D flat, dominant 7th. Now watch this. Changes a little bit on this. It's a C7, but it has some other things in there. All right, so we have a C, E natural, B flat, but watch the right hand. Flat 9, you have the D flat. You have E flat, which is a minor 3rd, and you have your flat 13th. So you could call it a C7 flat 13th if you want to say that much. All right, now we're going to go to B. All right, with a raised 11th. We have B, F sharp in the left hand. Right hand we have A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F natural, you see that? And we have the G sharp. Basically going to a B flat minor. I'm playing it real simple for this. All right. In the left hand we have B flat, F, and A flat. Right hand we have C, D flat, F, and A flat. Now watch it. Progression changes, or the chord changes again. Let me say that. All right. Here we have an A. We have A in the left hand, E in the left hand. Right hand we have G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp. G sharp. To a basic A flat chord. You could add the 7th in the left hand if you want. Okay, look, we can call it A flat major 7. Okay, we got A flat, E flat, and the 7th. In the right hand we have C, E flat, and A flat. Then we have a diminished chord. This is our first diminished chord. Because it fits in this progression. We have a G in the left hand, we have a D in the left hand. In the right hand we have B, D, F, and A flat. Next we go into an F sharp minor 9. Okay? F sharp, C sharp in the left hand. Right hand we have A, C sharp, E, G sharp. All right, now watch this. It changes. Okay, definitely an F7 chord. We have an F in the left hand. In the right hand we have a C, E flat, and A flat. To an E major 7 chord. All right, back This was the second chord in the progression, but just played in a different inversion. But you notice I never left the melody of the A flat. So that's what I'm calling note stacking. Basically just taking any note wherever I am in any song or whatever progression I'm doing and just stacking chords chromatically under that. So it might not always work with a major, it might conflict. So you're gonna have to learn all types of chords in order to pull this off. But here's something basic to start with and just fool around with it. I normally do things like this at the end of a song and just kind of tell the musicians back off, and I just play something like this closing out. All right, so listen, this is David Grant. Hope that helps you. Be blessed.